Hey, welcome to yourlocalnote.com. My name is Mike Stringer, joined as always by RJ McKay. This website is a community where fans of music can discover new Philadelphia area talent, and there's many ways you can do that on the site. We're streaming now 24/7, and you can get to that stream on our front page, but you can also download our free apps for iPhone and Android. All you have to do is search YLN at their stores and you can get it. But we also have these podcasts, and this week's featured podcast is with Philly rock band Vintage Kicks. And we're going to begin right away with a track that's brand new. It's called Even Out. And when we come back, we're going to talk to the guys from Vintage Kicks. It's Even Out here on yourlocalnote.com.
Well, I can add, and you get subtracted if you lie to me. I'll give you the facts, and if you whisper when we shout, then there's a chance we can even out. All the fortune, all the fame, all the people, all the pain, snorting coins to all the games, wherever no one could complain. Well, look at this, look at that, Adam Smith, Adam Platt, all the shit in between, all the kids and all the scenes. Come on in and you'll discover that it's kicks. Where they're coming, on the sound, it's all like others. Beam down from Atlanta's mama. This is a go. This is a go. This is a go. Well, look at this, look at that. Turn your neck until it snaps like a twig. So pick a team and roll into the in-between within all the people of equal pain. Whose misfortunes are totally the same. It's time to stand up and proclaim together in one solid name. This is a go. This is a go. This is a go. This is a go.
And that's Even Out by Vintage Kicks. This is yourlocalnote.com. Guys, thanks for coming in, and I'd like you guys to introduce yourself and the role you play in the band.
All right. My name is Alex, and I am the singer. I also write all the words.
I'm Tyler, I'm the bass player, and I do backup vocals.
I'm Chris Penny. I'm the guitarist, and I do backup vocals.
All right, who are we missing here?
We are missing our awesome drummer, Mark Walter. He is busy with his weekly Monday night slot car racing. He's in a tournament, and yeah, he couldn't miss it.
All right. Anyone else?
Yes, and also our keyboard player, Dr. Jeff Bang. He is recently married, and he's moving into a new apartment, so he's busy with all that.
Official doctor, too?
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right, Vintage Kicks. Where did that name come from?
Oh, I thought of the name. It was actually the name of a song, like a demo song that we had done, and our guitarist at the time realized that it was a rad band name. It actually means, like, it's a statement about our culture right now, how we sort of draw upon old influences and are rehashing a lot of things from old times. So we're getting our kicks from vintage things.
Got it. Very cool.
Which is interesting. I always thought it was. I always had a different meaning to it. I was just like the idea of getting your kicks is a very vintage idea, and I always thought of it as like a selfishness kind of thing.
Got it.
Yeah.
Do you have a different perception of Vintage Kicks?
Well, when I first
Sneakers.
came, well, of course everybody thinks sneakers, but my first whole on the name itself was a kick drum. I was always like, vintage kicks,
Right.
the feel of the kick drum, and that was like my first take on it. But the whole vintage thing, that was all Penny's idea, and I just took from it.
Got it. Now, how long have you guys been together? When did this current group form?
I know that we put out King Geek September of 2011. That was when we sort of fell into like our lineup, but we were together about a year prior to that.
Yeah, we started mostly as just a studio group, and we were trying to feel out the right members. We went through quite a number of people, and they were all great. Nobody was bad. We loved them all. But yeah, we sort of settled into a final lineup just over the past couple months.
So was there a
ready to
certain sound that you knew you were going for?
Yes,
and it was just
yes,
the type
absolutely.
Of person?
Definitely, yeah.
What was it?
Well, when I joined the band, they were all about dance rock and surf rock
Dance
and
beats.
punk rock. So I think it was those three rocks: dance rock, punk rock,
Yeah.
surf rock.
I thought of it as like L.A. punk and New York punk sort of coming together at an L.A. surf, like California surf coming together with Ramones kind of stuff.
Now, was it something you've heard before and you were trying to accomplish that again, or
A
just
little
some-
bit. I mean, I noticed it in bands like Arctic Monkeys and Modest Mouse and stuff, but I never really spent too much time with those bands. I could just tell that I was on the same page, so it made me want to follow that.
So influences, it's safe to say then, both East Coast, West Coast, the punk
Absolutely.
movement
Definitely.
was
Old
very
and new.
influential.
We take all surf rock from Dick Dale to Devo, The Doors, Arctic Monkeys, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Trying that's where the vintage comes from. The vintage kicks. We want to be modern but old school at the same time. Take the best of everything.
Okay, let's get to the song "Even Out" that we started off the podcast
Yes.
with. Who wrote that song and what is it about?
We wrote it. Well, I guess Penny, you pretty much wrote it.
I had the music to we started jamming the music together. I had a couple riffs.
And then I had a poem from years ago that wasn't finished, and so I wanted to finish it, and it fit. So but if you listen to it, it's very mechanical. It's like a rap, so it was quite easy to actually finish. But yeah, I would say me and Penny really wrote it. We also had but everyone wrote it.
But you wrote the word. Alex wrote
I wrote
the
the
words.
words. Yeah.
Okay, you wrote the words. Who came
Yeah.
up with the music then?
I did
That's
that,
your
yeah.
okay. And then and then the band gets together and tweaks it.
Yeah.
That's how we do
You
a
know,
lot of
pretty
stuff.
much,
It's,
yeah.
A lot of
it's
times, me and Penny, or we'll sit down, and if we have like a riff together, either he'll present it to us as a group, and then we just take it and we build from it. So
Okay.
we'll build from a foundation.
But it usually ends up I'm the last one to get my hands on the song, which I don't mind. They do all the music, and then here's the structure, fill in the blanks. I'm pretty good at that. I've learned how to do
So
that.
lyrics is mainly your
yeah,
strength.
Yeah, I'm kind of like a whole nother sector in a way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you guys ever question his lyrics or say, you know what, I'd
No.
rather have this or no?
No, very rarely. is
And
that
I
ever
don't
happened.
question their music at
Okay.
all. We trust each other pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. All right, let's get to our second song here, King Geek.
Yes.
All right, let's talk a little bit about King Geek.
Well, King Geek is the title track off our debut album, King Geek. And it's sort of a concept album. I thought of it as, if you follow the lyrics all the way through the album, it's sort of about this character. It's a talented young man who wants to be in a band, and it's the fine line between being, king, the king of the geeks, being this art king who's intelligent and is really saying something on the mic and all that, and then there's this other side of it who's town drunk, which is a later track on the album. And it's just kind of which character is the artist. A lot of people, some people will worship the same person. Other people will be like, he's a deadbeat. Don't even bother with him.
So does the same person go on the journey from the king to the deadbeat?
It actually, in this story, he goes in a downhill. He starts as the king, and
Right.
he ends up becoming a town drunk. And at the end, towards the end of the album, he dies.
Okay.
And he goes to heaven, which spoiler alert.
And a happy, uplifting song.
Yeah. But our next album, we actually might continue with that story, and he's going to wake up in Desert Island or something. I don't know. We're working on it.
All right,
but,
very cool. All right,
Yeah,
very cool.
we might continue that idea. I always wanted to make a comic book about it. So
Okay. The song is called King Geek. The band is called Vintage Kicks. And, of course, this is yourlocalnote.com.
God, that kid is a freak. Won't speak. He's got a face like a fountain and a heavy metal mountain physique. Would you look at that beak? Don't speak. The kid is standing in the corner. He's competing for the throne of King Geek all week.
All right, the song is called King Geek, and the band is called Vintage Kicks. This is yourlocalnote.com. We're hanging out with Vintage Kicks. All right, we touched on this before. The song King Geek, it's a story, and it takes it from a person on top down to going down, falling down into the dregs. And now you're talking about a concept album, almost sort of like The Who and Tommy, where it's a story.
Yes, but ours, granted, it is a little bit of a stretch. I kind of forced it into a concept album. It was 10 songs that we wrote, and I sort of saw a story in it and just lined it up together.
What I'm saying, though, is in the future, that's a goal of yours, is to create a whole album that tells a story from first song to last song.
Yeah, I like that. I'm really big on Yoshime, Battles the Pink Robots. I love that album. So that's sort of, I guess, where it came from.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I'd love to do that. But I think we already kind of just did that with our first album. Sort of.
Where do you find your inspirations for your lyrics?
All over the place, really. I was real big into Bright Eyes. I was real big into the Beastie Boys, and
Alex likes to rap a lot.
I was real big into Modest Mouse. I love Modest Mouse. Flaming Lips. Flaming Lips are probably my favorite. But growing up, my favorite band was Weezer, and I loved the Rentals, and I don't know, but I've been compared to so much stuff. I gotten Jack White, Jack Black.
Does anything does any comparisons upset you at all when you hear them?
No, not really. I haven't gotten anybody that bad at all, which is good. Like, I haven't gotten Nickelback or anything like that. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
It's not what I'm going for. But no, I've gotten Frank Black. I've gotten Joe Strummer, even Jim Morrison a little. I don't know.
Nice.
I like crooners.
Right.
Frank Sinatra. I like that style. Lounge singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is on the wall right there.
For all you listeners out there. Let's go down the line then. Tyler, what are some of your influences?
Oof. Well, this is a tough one because I'm the youngest member of the band. Penny's my cousin, and he started me off, playing my instrument. All these guys, taught me everything I know, and influences just are huge. Everything from Chicago, Boston, classics like what my dad likes, all the way to like me and Alex listen to TV on the radio, stuff like that, which is awesome. Me myself, I really, really enjoy Minus the Bear. Yep. Really big Minus the Bear fan. Everything, their licks, everything is a huge influence to me.
All right, Chris?
I'm into a lot of stuff. I had a classic rock phase. I had a pop punk phase, which I still will perpetually be in. So I'm definitely like the pop punk guy, but I also really am into Devo and bands like that from the 80s. I like the Cars a lot. So
Cars' new album is great. Yeah. For anyone out there, they need to listen to that whole album.
How new is that album? Cars?
Pretty new.
2011.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome.
They still got it.
Yeah, they do, of course.
Benjamin Orr's not with them though anymore.
No Benji Orr?
That's true.
But
we actually give a shout out to Rick Ocasek on King Geek.
We want him to produce us.
Yeah. We're just waiting for that phone call, Rick.
Now, from King Geek, 10-song EP, and you guys are working on new music now. Is there anything that jumps out at you as different already from the new songs you're creating, as compared to the 10-song EP, King Geek?
Definitely. Because when we wrote King Geek, there was some other guitarists in the band, so there was a lot of technical stuff going on. Whereas now I play guitar, so it's more like I guess surfy and toned down in a way, but like more pop punk influence too.
I'd say it's also a lot more confident. The first album we're still like feeling each other out. Like we don't even know how good each other was because we haven't known each other that long.
Yeah.
But now we really understand how to communicate and work together, and we're really writing a lot better as a team, right. Which totally comes across. You can hear it. It sounds very natural and good.
Definitely.
Are you guys these new tracks? Are you recording them yourselves, or you have some help?
We've recorded everything ourselves so far, and I think that's also a big difference between King Geek album and the new stuff. Is that the King Geek album was largely like produced in studio with electronic drums, kind of programmed, and it was very piecey, and now the stuff we're doing is much more like a band recording together in the room.
The takes are like it's like one big natural take
One
as
big
opposed
take.
to
Got it.
copy pasting and stuff.
Right.
You guys aren't all obviously playing all at once, like in separate rooms. Where are you recording?
We actually have a studio. All 5 of us, we share together. We do everything in there. We have our equipment there. We practice there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's
Wow,
just
that's
it's
a
just
huge
one
advantage.
room.
It's a big space.
I would
yeah.
love if there was like a vocal booth or
Right.
something, but there's not. It's one big room, but everyone kind of has their own corner. And
It's very DIY, but it's our
Yeah.
home. It's still our home. That's where we do
Yeah.
everything.
Where did you guys learn to
Headquarters.
do all this production work, recording?
I'm the producer.
Chris.
I record everything and I mix it myself and kind of make the judgments on tones and random stuff like that. I've just been recording since about 2007. Largely I learned on my own. I mean, I went to school. I go to Temple University, but I did a lot on my own.
Very
yeah,
cool.
that was one of the main reasons I was very into this band when they asked me if I wanted to join. I'm just like, Chris Penny's in it? We could record every day?
Nice.
I'm in. Yeah.
Well, it is. I mean, it's because expense of recording
Yeah.
can add up very quickly, and
Yeah.
and that seems to be the biggest obstacle that bands
Oh,
face
it's
and
awful.
artists.
Yeah, one of our friends' bands just dropped like $4,000
Yeah.
on like 4 songs or something.
Right.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Right, and
That'd be amazing.
and sometimes it doesn't turn out the way you want it to.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not like you can get your money back, and that's tough. I got a question. You guys are talking about your first EP, and now you're writing new stuff. And I guess it's a 2-part question. Alex, as the guy in charge of the lyrics,
Yes.
I mean, how difficult is it to come up with a new idea?
I don't know. It's the coming up with an idea and actually painting a scene with words
Right.
is hard. But my skills lie in I would say breaking down of syllables and like I was just saying to them today. I think the 2 best lyricists of all time are Bob Dylan and Eminem.
Okay.
And I think they should make an album together, and it would be amazing.
That would be interesting.
But no, I'm all about like timing, and I learned a lot from the Beastie Boys. I
Okay.
really like the Beastie Boys. So it's more about like the phonetics and pronunciation and choosing the right word for the right chord. And do I want a CH sound or do I want an ST sound? Stuff
Okay.
like that.
Okay. All right, Chris, since you're heavily involved in the music, and Tyler too, coming up with just new music. Again, you want to stay in a genre that you like and feel comfortable with. How difficult is it to be that creative within one genre?
Right. Do you have any?
No, definitely difficult, but it's pulling from everything out there. I mean, like from when I was a kid, I would be going down the shore and listen to Beach Boys with my aunt, and recently Chris just got me back into Beach Boys. He just started playing a whole bunch of Beach Boys, and everything about Beach Boys is great, and I didn't even realize how much that's involved in what we do today. All of it, the surfiness, the aspect of it, like that's where we get all our ideas from.
Mm-hmm. And I like to have the limits that we do. It's really fun for me, and the songs that when we write them, they're not hard. They just flow right out. If we're having a hard time, I know it's not like right.
Then if it's difficult, then you just dump it.
Yeah.
And move on to something new.
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right, let's go to song number 3, Threshold. Let's talk about that.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Cool.
Threshold is one of the weirder tracks on the album.
Most experimental tracks.
All right.
This is a big exercise in like programming drums for me. I'm real proud of the drums, the way they came out. It's pretty crazy. that
Okay.
they're programmed.
So experimental as far as the technical aspect.
Yeah, of me getting my hands in the computer and using like MIDI tools and combining that with electric guitars and bass and stuff. So,
Okay, and then Chris, I'm not Chris. I did it again. Alex, I just think whenever you start to write, that's just an experiment for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of
Like he'll sit on stuff. Like sometimes I'll walk. Like one time I walked in at the studio, there was a paper down, and it was a sentence. And I looked at him, and I was like, "What's this?" And he's like, "It's an idea." And but just by saying that, I'm like, he's on to something. Like he's always thinking. You know?
Okay.
yeah. I'll go. It's kind of I don't know inconsistent. I'll go like 3 weeks and not write one word, and it's really bad. But then I'll crank out a couple in like a day or two.
Okay.
So I'm just you can't force it.
When you get that writer's block, what do you do anything different? Do you just like walk away from music, or you go someplace, a favorite place? Is there anything you do?
That's a really good question.
That is a good question,
that's a
and I
really
should
good
try
question.
and find an answer to that. But no, I don't. I just wait for it to go away.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Video games.
Fallout New Vegas.
All right, so Threshold is an experimental song. Musically, lyrically, it's about...
Lyrically, all right, well, it's track, I think, 6 or 7 on the album, and this is, if you're following the concept album version, this is the scene where he's drunk. He falls on his face. And
Okay.
He's getting kicked out of a bar, and the cops are pulling him into a cop car, and he's getting arrested. He's just a drunken mess. So it's just threshold. He's hit his threshold. Somebody hitting rock bottom. So that's really all this song is.
Okay, very good.
It's really, yeah.
And I like how he wrote it because like the song's a very powerhouse song. Everything about the drums, the bass, the guitar, and it just complements the lyrics very well.
Okay, very good. The band is called Vintage Kicks. The song is called Threshold. This is yourlocalnote.com.
I can feel my face hit the ground, kinda like the taste, kinda dig the sound, and it kinda rings, kinda love it. The calling's throwing, I'm falling. It's telling, compelling me what to say. It's showing and growing inside my brain. Been doing it all day. Face hitting away from town. God, I hate this place. I think I'll leave right now. Gotta love it. The callings are throwing, I'm falling. It's telling, compelling me what to say. It's showing and growing inside my brain. Been doing it all day. The callings are growing, I'm falling. It's telling, compelling me what to say. It's growing and showing inside my brain. It's nothing at all way.
All right, the song is called Threshold. The band is Vintage Kicks. I'm RJ. Mike Stringer also hanging out with us as we're checking out their music, talking to them about their songwriting, their influences, and now we're up to the part where we want to talk about where can people find your music, guys?
Well, we have pretty much every type of website out there, from even a MySpace to Reverb Nation, SoundCloud,
right.
Bandcamp,
Instagram.
Twitter,
YouTube.
YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. But if you're looking to download our music for free, I would say Bandcamp.
Vintagekicks.bandcamp.com.
And you can get every song we have recorded as of now, which is 12, all for free. You can get our debut album for free and all that. Also, I think SoundCloud, you can download our songs, right? There's a couple other different ones on there.
Yeah, definitely.
And maybe Reverb
And if you don't
Nation.
understand all the lyrics, they're on there as well.
Lyrics are on there. But on our YouTube channel, we have a lot of music videos that are cool. If you want to see what we look like.
Produced music videos, live music videos, both?
Both.
We have a acoustic video we actually did in our studio,
Mhm.
which is a good one. It's Town Drunk, and then we have a couple other music videos for our off the LP.
All right. And you guys have 2 new songs, one of which we're going to play last in the podcast.
Right.
But you're going to, as you record these new songs, you're just going to add them to a new album, correct?
That's right. This new one that you're about to play, it's called Bad News Broski. It's the newest one we just finished up. The first one you played, Even Out, was the first song on our what is going to be our next album, which I believe will be most likely titled Math and Science. So Even Out was the first track. Bad News Broski is the second track, and we're just doing it song by song, and we're adding it to the Bandcamp one at a time. And as soon as there's about, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 tracks on there,
there's your album.
There's the album. But you can download it each time.
Right.
Or you could download it track by track individually, however you want.
Yeah, so just let us know when you guys finally release a new track, and we'll post it to our site, or we'll just point you in the direction of your Bandcamp so you can get that free download.
Absolutely.
Now, live shows. What do you guys got coming up?
We've got on August 25th in Broomall, Pennsylvania, we're playing Marple Palooza at the Marple Sports Arena. And September 5th, we're at the Trocadero Balcony in Philadelphia with Midwest Skies. And Midwest Skies are our buddies from Grand Rapids, Michigan, right?
We're playing with them?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
So we've hosted them a few times in Philly, so maybe we'll head out to Grand Rapids one day and play there.
Yeah.
And September 18th, we're playing at JR's Bar in South Philly.
Very cool. What are some of the venues you've played in the past? And if you want, what's your favorite one, or
We just met Joe Jack Talcum a few weeks ago. He's the dude from Dead Milkmen, who's a popular Philly band.
Yeah, it was cool. We got our picture with him.
Yeah,
he signed his set list.
Where was that at?
That was at Terry's Bar. It was supposed to be at the Level Room in Center City, but they closed, so they moved the show to Terry's.
Okay.
We've played Pylam in University City. That was a great show.
Awesome.
2 shows.
We've played a lot of places. We
Johnny
played
Brenda's.
Johnny Brenda's, Kung Fu Necktie,
Dobbs,
Milk Boy, the new place Milk Boy, which is pretty cool.
Rip for Tritone.
Yeah, we used to love Tritone Bar on South Street.
Oh, yeah, they closed.
They used to let us organize our own show, put no cover on the door, and it's a good place.
Nice.
That's what you want, no cover. It's just the best.
The Fire, we play the Fire a lot.
The Fire, yeah.
Yeah, we play all over Philly. We're from Camden County, but we play mostly in Philly.
Got it. Now, for someone who is listening to the podcast and hasn't seen you play, do your best to describe what someone can expect. A live performance of Vintage Kicks.
A lot of energy.
An explosion, yeah.
An explosion
no
of
down-
sound.
Little downtime. Very little downtime.
Very tight.
In your face.
We run through our songs pretty fast too, so they might be slightly faster than the album version. So
You won't be bored.
You won't be bored.
No, you're going to be jumping the whole time.
Yeah.
Like
You might dance, too.
Play like 12 songs in like 40 minutes. Yeah.
Excellent.
We get it in. It's a good show.
Nice. All right. Now, this last song we're going to play, brand new. It's called Bad News Broski.
That's right.
What is this song about?
This song is about really putting it. This song's about.
You know what this is about.
It's about.
I could say this about that.
It's about choosing like a band over a girl, essentially.
Okay. Something might hit close to home, I think. for
no,
Alex
well, it's
here.
it's just about you sacrifice a lot of stuff to put a lot of effort into the band.
Yeah,
Shut up. What do you, all right, let me hear your description.
It's all of a
It's
sudden
about when an
getting shy.
artistic endeavor gets in the way of your
Oh, there you go.
relationships.
Sorry, what was that?
I like how he said it.
Boom.
It's very intellectual.
I said,
Damn.
it's about when an artistic endeavor gets in the way of your relationships.
Boom. Right there.
Boom. Yeah,
Yeah.
topped it off with boom. Sorry, Alex. I'm just kidding.
Bam.
I'm just kidding.
No,
Bam.
Peanut butter and jam. Oh man.
What came first in this instance, the music or the lyrics?
Oh, you started this song.
This is
Tyler.
actually a great song to talk about. I started,
guy,
yeah. I started with like a bass lick. It was kind of like a strumming bass lick, and it was originally we was titled Brother, and I started playing, and Alex immediately had ideas for lyrics for it, and we kind of built off that, and then we transferred that lick over to the guitar and just built it from there.
And I had to redo all my lyrics.
Yeah,
but it came out better.
But
I will say.
it was a song that evolved, and it was good. It was just step right up the ladder.
Very cool. All right, well, guys, thanks so much for coming in and talking with us.
Pleasure
you.
is
Thank
all
you.
ours.
No problem.
Thank you.
One more chance for pick 2 sites where people should be able to go and find you.
Okay, our Bandcamp,
Yeah.
vintagekicks.bandcamp.com.
And Facebook at facebook.com/vintagekicks.
All right, thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
All right, you've been listening to another featured podcast from yourlocalnote.com. Make sure you pick up our free iPhone or Android app, and also just stream our music 24/7 on our homepage. And you can also write your comments down underneath this podcast. Tell us what you think of the site. Our email is ylnph13@gmail.com. We've been talking with Vintage Kicks. This last song is brand new. It's called Bad News Broski, and you're listening to yourlocalnote.com.
We're the believers, the bass drums and reverb, Weezer, big bags and comfortable t-shirts. We've done unpunkable research and won't be slowed down, but that's not what she had. But all the brain cells in my mind have silenced my stupid heart, and in the wake of time you'll find me begging for a restart. They won't let me win till I say sorry. So cut off my tongue, put out my eyes, and spin me around 3 times, and point me towards a field of mines, then leave me to wander blind.
Where am I? Solid dream state. World combined with time and fate. But back when I was still a man, I'd give her my human heart. But now I know it don't exist, replaced with a metal part. So it's weighing me down. Oh, stupid part of me. I need to focus right now. I need to focus.
Are you gonna bark all day, little doggy? Or are you gonna bite?